Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly outlook video. I know I haven't posted in a while for this channel, but I'm just going to quickly run through a couple pairs. I'm just going to, wing it because I haven't asked anyone and I'm not sure which pairs you guys want me to go through, but I'm just going to go through the normal EU, GU, gold, pound, yen, and maybe US30. So 5 pairs, yeah. It's going to be quick, but in my VIP channel, it's more detailed because I only focus on one pair, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to quickly run through it from the daily to the 15-minute. So on the daily time frame, you can see that we've reacted to a decisional candle within the daily leg, and this is the daily extreme. If we focus on current price action, we have one shift and another shift at the moment, so we could focus on this bullish leg, but this is the areas that I would be looking for: the extreme or the decisional flip zone, or these buy to sell wicks just in discount pricing for buys. So yeah, let's see what happens this week. I would like to see this low get broken first before any sells on the daily time frame, because this could potentially continue higher, but we have, inside this daily decisional candle, we've, barely tapped the, we're so close to violating it, if you can see, but we haven't, and then we've had this wick close, and then I want this to have a body break to the downside. On the 4-hour, you can see not much is happening, but this is the flip zone because we've had a reaction. Even though it wicked it, this is where it came from, and then the pullback, and then the break of this high, and then we have this extreme candle down here. However, this was caused by news, so I'll be wary of it, but let's see what happens. And then there's this inside bar here that we could look for more buys because, that's where they're stacking the orders, and this is in discount pricing. So not much is happening on a 4-hour because you can see we're just a bit rangy at the moment until we break this low or this high. Okay, on the 1-hour, you can see we are bearish because this is the bullish leg on the higher time frame. As you can see, we reacted to the extreme 15-minute and then we try to push up higher. So ideally, we want to break these highs, but we haven't. So internally, we are, this is the structure, and then we've had a sweep and a breakout structure, which is like what I like to see. And then we've had a reaction here, try to push down, wicked it again, but tapping into the 15-minute refined, and then now internally we are continue lower. So now we are at the extreme 15 minutes. So let's see if we can, push up higher and then target these highs, or we're going to continue lower into these areas down here. But you can see this is all rangy. And then this is the 1-hour leg. On the 15-minute, you can see there were 2 decisional candles and then the extreme candle here of this 15-minute leg. If I show you guys here, we did tap into it in the morning on Friday, pushed up and then fell to go higher, and then you can see we've tapped into this line, which is my 15-minute refined, and then it swept this first tap into this POI, so it's good. And then we just continued lower, but it didn't come back to the zone that I wanted, which was on a 3-minute time frame. And then here I didn't get involved, and it was too late in the day because I don't want to hold during the weekend, so I left it as it is. And then this is the 15-minute that I'm going to be looking for this week, or this 5-minute zone here. I'll just show you guys quickly. This is like a reaction to go higher, but failed. But it's not really, it's quite low in the leg, so I ideally want something here, or in this area, refined 5 minutes there. You can see that we've tapped into 15-minute, and then we've, when market closed, we wicked to the upside. But let's see if we can go higher from here, or we're going to continue melting. Either way, I'm prepared for that. So that's EU, as you can see. Yeah, because from here we reacted to a 5-minute zone, tried to push up higher, failed to do so, continued to lower into this extreme of this, bullish leg. So we expect this low to create a new high, but at the moment it hasn't. So if this fails, then we are bearish. I think this is the same as my 4-hour leg. Let me just double check. No, my daily leg, sorry. Oops. I think so, yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next pair. So let's go on GU. As you can see, I haven't been on it for a while, so all the drawings are still on there. Let's start with the daily. Sorry. So in the daily leg, you can see we didn't have a sweep and the break of structure, but this is the extreme. So this is the extreme daily leg that we're in, and then all this is going to be liquidity to be swept, and this is the target for higher time frame. You can see it's the same as EU, where we've had, 1 break of structure, 2 break of structure, and then we can potentially look for this daily leg. Daily demand, sorry. Let me just mark this on actually. Daily demand here, or this extreme, even though we tapped into, something in this wick. And then ideally we want to tap into here and then continue lower, or we can continue lower and then continue higher. Oh, let me just draw it out for you guys. Down, up, and down, or up, down like that. Oops. Or it can just straight bust through. But I don't really see any POIs at the moment. But this is on the daily time frame, keep in mind. So we need a pullback at least. And then this is all liquidity to me, because you can see price action is quite mitigated. As you can see, we've had one mitigation of this daily, a daily extreme, and then this daily extreme, and then we're waiting for this daily extreme to be tapped into. So on the 4-hour, let's just delete that. On the 4-hour, we've tapped into this extreme leg. So let me just delete all that first. Did we tap into it? Yeah. So this is one of a flip zone, I believe. And then this was the extreme. I think it's on the 1-hour. We can see that we've tapped right into it, reacted to a daily supply zone. Try to push lower, because this would be the swing low for the current move. Failed to do so, continued higher, and now this is where we are at. Let me just do this quickly. So 4-hour refine would be here, but this is caused by news, so it's less likely to hold. So then we have these extremes down here as well. You can see that this is like a flip zone as well. So we had a supply area here, and then reaction, and then continue higher, and then it came back into this 4-hour flip zone and then continued higher. But at the moment, I would say I would be looking for buys on GU. You can see we've had one break and then a quick 4-hour demand here that's tapped into, and then this is the target for the time being for this daily overall supply. So if we just keep in mind that we are approaching a daily supply, but not really, because it's so far into the back. So far into the past that you just want to focus on current price action. So at the moment, this is what we're looking at. So there's nothing really happening on the 4-hour, because this is the swing that we are in, this small swing. But overall, I would say this is the swing. So this is more ideal than this, but we can still have a reaction from here and continue higher from here. So on the 1-hour, let's see what's happening. Same with EU, kind of. We've had a sweep of this high and then a break of structure internally. So if we disregard this for the time being. Oh look, we can refine it down. Oh, we can refine it down to this 1-hour, but it's been tapped into already. But it could take out these lows and then continue higher. So that's like a refined area. Okay, anyway, this is the 1-hour supply. Oops. 1 hour supply there, and then a sweep, and then a shift. This is actually without a candle body at the moment, but maybe we can see something happening next week for more sells. And you can see this is like one of the extreme demands, which did not hold. But what caused it? We had this initial reaction and then tried to push up higher and then continued lower. So at the moment, I would say this would have been the 15 supply chain to hold, which it did on the 15-minute. Let me just refine that down. I'll just move that over there. At the moment, and then we haven't exactly broken this low yet, even though it's a wick. I would like to see this break with a bearish candle before I can, you know, continue looking for sells. Not much happening on this time frame, because you can see like this is liquidity. Otherwise I would just look at this extreme here, but this extreme was in this 1 hour POY, remember? No, 4 hour POY. So this is like the extreme. So let me just go back and mark it on. So we have this whole leg, oops. This whole leg here, and then this is the extreme. So yeah, those are my extreme levels, and this is my target for the time being. If we do break this, you know, swing low, then I would look for something in here and then trade sells into these areas before looking for more buys. But you know, I don't trade GU. It's quite rangy as well. Not as rangy as EU, because you can see that we are trending on 15-minute, but here we're just stuck within this range. Okay, next pair, gold. Oops. Okay, gold, daily time frame. Let's see where we are at. As you can see, I haven't been on this for a while as well. So this daily target was not reached, and as you can see, we've shifted bullish. But this is only one break of structure to me, because this is the high. No, this is the high, sorry, that we broke. Because we had this. We try to push up, and then this is the leg at the moment. So we can see that we are reacting to this daily extreme now. So I can delete this one and then delete this leg. So ideally we want to see some sells from here, but this is the first tap, so we could, you know, come back higher, sweep, and then continue lower, or we could just, you know, continue lower from here. Not many areas that I would look for buys. We had this reaction, like a flip zone here, but this is only one candle, so it's not really ideal for me. I would just look for this extreme to continue higher, but that's quite far away. So let's on the 4 hour. You can see that we are, you know, impulsing up. So we had this here, range up, and then this is like momentum dying down, because you can see these candles are like momentum. And right now, so this is the current low for me on the 4 hour, and you can see that we've violated it. So if I zoom in on the 4 hour, it's quite wicky, to be honest. I would like this high to go before I can take any trades, but sometimes, you know, price doesn't come back to those areas, so we can look for the most recent leg, which is, just give me 2 seconds. We had a reaction and then a failure. So this is what caused the failure, this 4 hour, this 4 hour supply here. So ideally you want to come back, but you have to be aware that it could come back higher into these areas, but it's quite messy on this 4 hour. And we haven't had a sweep of this high. Oh, we did actually. Let me just zoom in. Because we had a sweep of this high just about, and then broke structure. So that's a good idea. And then if you just refine this down, this is like where the reaction happened. Try to react, failure. So yeah, I would like to see this get swept though, this high. Or this high, no, this high. And then some lower time frame entries in there. But you know, we are reacting to this little range at the moment, I believe. Like this inside bar. So we could continue higher. This is like inducement for this level, and then you could continue higher. So let's see what happens on Monday or during the week, because I'm not even gonna look at this pair. But on the 15-minute, let's see. It is very rangy, but this is a good one as well because we had a break of structure. I meant a sweep of the high, break of structure, and then we didn't exactly come back to the refined 15-minute that I would look at, but we came into this whole range. So sometimes it's good to mark the whole range where the reaction started initiated from. So like this is the candle. And then we had a reaction here and then failure. And then we, you know, came back in, but we didn't tap into the refined, but we tapped into the whole area. And then this is the inducement that was swept and then continue lower. So yeah, that's that pair, I guess. And then what did I say was next? Pound yen. Okay, quickly. Daily time frame. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we missed this 4-hour zone, I think. I don't even know what's happening on this pair. It's not even trending. So yeah, this is the leg because we broke structure. Actually, that is not the leg. This is the leg now. And then we've tapped into these buy to sell wicks, sell to buy wicks, on the daily time frame. So this is the target at the moment. Let me go back on the 4-hour. Was it my oops? I can't remember what I refined it down to. I think it was the 1 hour I refined it down to. That's why I didn't tap into it. But yeah, so you can see we've tapped into it and then now we have shifted up again, but this price action is really mitigated and corrective, so this could potentially, you know, continue lower. But if you look at the bearish leg of things, this is where the break happened, and this is the high and this is the low, but the move initiated the move initiated from here, because you can see this was the last sweep, and then this is where the momentum actually came from. So this is actually a good POI that we're in at the moment. So ideally want to see something go lower or if we go higher, but this is the current leg and then this is the swing leg. And if it does come back lower, then I would look at these areas or the 1 hour, I think. Yeah, this is like a 1 hour area. And you can refine that down to 1 hour if you wanted to. Not much on this one either, because we've, you know, shifted down, and then we expect it to go down, but that's on the lower time frame. On the higher time frame, we are bullish. This is all internal structure because this is the swing leg at the moment. So yeah, that's it for this one. This is a quick one. And then let's do quickly US30. Let's do this one. Okay, let's start on the daily. Let me just clear this up quickly. That's a nice reaction actually. We could have this as a reaction zone. A flip zone, sorry. Okay, I'm just delete that now. So on US30, we are fast approaching this. Why's my daily like this? Hang on. We are in the daily time frame, daily supply zone, and this was a decisional candle which didn't hold. You can trade from this area. I think it tapped into it actually. Yeah, just about. This was a decisional candle on the way down because this is the low and this is the high. And then you can see that we've had a reaction to this lower time frame demand, and then melted, and now we are bullish. But we are bearish overall because you can see we've gone down and down and down. Swept these highs. You can see. And then, you know, continue lower. So ideally, I want to look for sells on US30. But it could potentially come back higher to this daily time frame because you can see it's unmitigated instead of this whole range. So on the 4 hour, let's see if I can refine it down. Yes, it hasn't tapped into the refined 4 hour yet, so you want to, you know, be aware of that. Right now we are quite bullish into here, so you can see this is the leg, this is the swing, this calls my news, and then at the moment we are just ranging in between this and this. So we've had a sweep, and internally we are going down, but I want to see this get respected. Otherwise I would we just know that we're in a daily. Otherwise I would like look for this break. This break that was caused by news. And then on the 1 hour, let's see, because we can refine this one down, because if you just look at this sweep and then that break or structure, and then this is the refined 1 hour candle. Not much going on actually. On the 15 minute. The refined 15 minute is actually is here. So it hasn't tapped into it yet, so I would like this all to be swept, and then ideally this is the leg, as you can see, pull back here. This is not the leg because this is the lowest point before price broke structure. Lower, and then we haven't broken this structure yet, but if we break this, then this is going to be the low. But this can be the low at the moment because we have the 3 candle pullback on this time frame, so we can class that as a low for the time being, and then see if price respects this, you know, leg or not. So we can't draw this premium discount at the moment because we're still in this low. I mean, within this range, but we can do it on. Oops, we can do it from here, and you can see that we could potentially come back lower into this area to look for buys, for more buys, if we don't respect this supply level. But obviously we have this extreme that's just been tapped into. Oh no, it hasn't. Okay. Yeah, this is quite good. This is good inducement because this would be the early buyers, and then this is where it could potentially react from. Oh, actually, that's quite nice. Oh, not this one. Yeah, that's quite good actually. So I'm going to remove that because that's just going to be a trap for early buyers. And then, yeah, that's it for today. It was a quick recap. An outlook video because I just primarily trade EU. So if you have any other questions or if you want me to do any other pairs, just write them down in the comment below, and then I will try to do that next week.